It's peach season. It's ice cream season. Therefore, it's July 17th, National Peach Ice Cream Day. I've never made peach ice cream before. I took a bunch of different ideas, different recipes I checked out to see how we do. So I'm kind of going to wing this one the way I like to do it. We're going to add some of our own creative elements into it just to see what we come up with today. I love the way that I did when I did Rocky Road Day and we did Rocky Road ice cream. I love the technique of tempering the eggs using the blender. So we're going to do that again today to make our base first. And then we're going to do something with our peaches. I'm going to use a little less sugar in the base because what I want to do is cut up my peaches and put them with some brown sugar in a pan and caramelize them first. And then let that cool down. And that's going to be our peach that we add to our base. So when we make our ice cream, so that'll all mix in and that'll add a little more sweetness plus the sweetness of the peaches. So I'm using a little less sugar than normal. Okay, but it's very easy to do. Let's get started right away. We're going to do 1 1/4 cup of milk in a saucepan and get that warmed up. We don't want it boiling. We just want it that nice hot simmer. Okay, where you see the steam and it's just nice and hot. In the meantime, in our blender, make sure my base is on nice and tight. Okay, in our blender we're going to add 5 egg yolks. Save your whites for that healthy breakfast tomorrow to counteract the calories from your ice cream. That's what we always say. Okay, so with that we're going to put our 1/2 cup of sugar. Just a 1/2 cup, not too much. Alrighty, we're going to blend this up and get our milk hot and be right back. So our eggs and our sugar are all blended, ready to go. Our milk is nice and hot now. So what you're going to do with this running is drizzle your milk, your hot milk, into there, okay? But make sure this is running because that way it'll aerate and it'll temper, and really slow drizzle of the milk into there. Don't just dump it all in at once because you'll scramble your eggs, okay? So you won't be able to hear me, so I'm going to do this and we'll be right back. Alrighty, and then once that's blended, you take this and put it right back into the pot, okay? On a very low heat. Because now this is going to cook and become our ice cream base. Well, half of our ice cream base. We've done this before, you've seen this. If you haven't seen it, first time seeing it, that's what you're going to do now. You're just going to let this cook just for about 5 minutes or so. You're going to see that it thickens up really nice. Okay? In the meantime, while this is doing this, and please make sure you stir this every now and then with a spatula, just to make sure you're scraping the bottoms and nothing's burning. While we're doing that, we'll get our peaches ready to cook. You don't really have to do your peaches right away. I just figured, maybe I'll get started on them. Because once this is done, this has to go into the fridge and cool down for a while, so we're not even going to be ready to do this, but I'll get it done and get it out of the way because that one's going to have to cool down too. We're going to have to get everything cooled down before we start our ice cream. So, be right back. Okay, never mind. Let's finish our custard first before we get to the peaches. Like I said, we got plenty of time for our peaches. Our base is all ready to go here. What we want to do though is we want to strain this as always to make sure that we don't have a bunch of egg bits in our custard mix. Now in this bowl I have 2 1/3 cup of heavy cream, which you're going to mix into this anyway. So let's just get that going in there, okay? Just strain this right into there. Looks like I might have got some egg bits in here today. Last time we did this technique we had nothing. I mean, there was no egg at all when we did the Rocky Road. But today it looks kind of eggy. I don't know. See, I'm glad that we show this though. We always show you exactly what happens. So do or die, pass or fail, you're gonna see it. So if we have it, yeah, it looks like a lot of egg pieces in here today. But that's alright, we're going to make do. That's why you put it through a strainer. So you're just going to get all of the good stuff out and leave these little egg bits behind. We got a lot of egg bits today. Look at that. Not good, not good, not good. That technique did not work today. Either I poured the milk too fast or I don't know. It worked great last time. But anyway, we press on. It's still going to make a great ice cream, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Okay? Yeah, okay, so we got, like I said, we got lots of egg bits today. So hopefully this will still work out okay. A lot of ice creams don't even use egg in theirs. It's just heavy cream and sugar and stuff, and they just cream it like that. So we're going to go with this the way it is. I'm not going to restart this whole thing. We don't do that on this show anyway. We just do it the way we do it. And like I said, we show you pass or fail. So to that, make sure I'm going to add my 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this mixture and we're going to pour it into a container. This is going to go into the fridge and get nice and cooled down. It's already pretty much cool now. Well, room temperature anyway, but we want it cold for our ice cream machine. Okay, so let me do that and we'll come back and start our peaches finally. Be right back. Alright, let's get started on our peaches. I'm kind of glad that that custard thing happened like that with the egg bits, because we talk about it all the time, but I've yet to have it happen while I'm doing the show. So that gives anybody who's never done that or never seen that a chance to see, oh, that's what happens. That's what he's talking about when he says egg bits. So anyway, but that was more than bits. That was a freaking omelet. But that's alright. We press on. So now what I did here was I peeled my peaches because I don't want skin on in my peaches, in my ice cream. And I'm just going to try to halve them. It doesn't matter if it's pieces. Doesn't matter if it all breaks apart like it's doing right now. I'm not looking for perfect slices because it's all going to get pureed, in a sense, a chunky puree, and get thrown into our ice cream anyway. Okay, and we're going to cook it down now and everything else. So we're looking to just make like a nice syrup and flavor. So I'm not looking for fancy whole slices. Okay, so if it breaks up a little bit, we're going to chop this up when we cook it up anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this into pieces because we're going to saute this in some brown sugar and butter and give it a nice flavor anyway. Okay, so don't worry about neatness. Neatness don't count on this part of it. Alrighty, let me prep my peaches. Be right back for the saute. We're going to melt down about 3 tablespoons of butter. Our peaches are all chopped up and ready here. Okay, about 3 tablespoons of butter in a pan. We're just going to melt this down. And then once this is nice and melted, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, light brown sugar, firmly packed. Okay, this is our idea. This wasn't part of any recipe I saw. This was just something I thought up. I thought it'd be a cool idea to caramelize these peaches first and give them kind of a little more flavor in our ice cream. Plus it'll add a nice flavor to our ice cream. Okay, so I'm just want to cook this down till the sugar and the butter are all kind of melted together. You can even throw in a little pinch, this way, a little pinch of cinnamon, again, just to add a little something to that flavor. And we might even throw a little dark rum in here. I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. Just to kind of give it a little something. We'll see. All right, our sugar's ready there. We're just going to take all of our peaches right into our pan here, and we're just going to saute this and cook it till everything gets nice and caramelized, okay? It's going to give a really nice flavor to our ice cream. It'll soften up these peaches real nice too, but like I said, we're not putting them in whole chunks like this anyway. We're going to kind of food process this down so it's chunky, but not this chunky. Alrighty? So I'll cook this down, and then we got to let it cool for a little while. So we'll be back in a little bit. Our base is cooling. This is kind of like a relaxing, a little bit at a time afternoon ice cream project. Or you can do it late at night so it's ready for the next day. Either way, just make sure you have some on National Peach Ice Cream Day. Alright? Be back. Alright, we're ready to get started here. It's been a couple hours. Our base is nice and cold. Okay, I took our peach filling, put that in the freezer because I need that to be really cold too. We're going to add that about 5 minutes before this is ready to go. My cylinder's in, machine on, and pour in your base. Now I'm not going to put the whole amount in here because what tends to happen when I make ice cream, we'll make Usually what tends to happen is because it freezes and it expands, I always put too much in this thing and it starts to run out, especially when you add your filling in too. That just raises it even more. So that seems to happen. But because we went light on that because of our egg catastrophe, which is still, it's okay. Like I said, a lot of ice creams don't even use egg. It's just, you know, it's ice cream, not ice eggs. So we have enough of a base here that we're going to be totally fine. So this is going to run, when I see it's a nice soft serve consistency, I'm going to take some of our peach mixture, or cold peach mixture, and spoon some of that in here, and that'll blend into it, and we'll have our peach ice cream for today. Alrighty, so we'll be back later when this is all done with a nice dish of ice cream to give this one a taste test and see how we do. Alrighty, back in a bit. Okay, so there it is right out of the freezer. Our nice peach ice cream. Now I bought some sugar cones, so that's how I'm going to eat it, but I just want to do my taste test first so that way I can really sit down and enjoy my cone, because who doesn't love an ice cream cone in the middle of July? But let's give this one a taste. I want to make sure I get some nice big piece of peach. There you go, there's a big piece of peach right sitting right there. Okay, see that? Nice big piece of peach in there. Ooh, that's good. You know, with the brown sugar and the cinnamon, it actually almost tastes apple pie-ish. Picture apple pie with vanilla ice cream on it. If I would have thrown some crust in here, like some baked pie crust, this would be apple pie a la mode ice cream. But it's not supposed to be because it's peach day. Well, it's a really good peach ice cream. I'm definitely going to put this on a cone. Alright everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. Have some peach ice cream today if you can find it. I don't know if it's a real popular flavor if you go to like the ice cream places. Alrighty, see you tomorrow everybody. Have a good one.